Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Vivian here, and I'm back with another video. Now, in this video, I'll be discussing the CPN-friendly credit cards that you must get after you get a score on your CPN. Now, I'm gonna be discussing four personal CPN cards and then three business CPN cards, and I won't be talking about the Navy Federal Go card. It's already discussed on that card in my last video, so you could go watch my last video on how to fund your business CPN if you want more info on the Navy Federal Go business card. But before I get into this video, if you have anything with your CPN or personal credit, if you need any help with that, or if you need like primaries, trade lines, zombie debt, pre-made or custom-made CPNs in your name with high scores or low scores. It doesn't matter. Whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? You can hit me up on Telegram. I'm gonna have it in the link in the description below. Also, we are going crazy. We're growing big, like, bro, it's so insane. We're growing bigger and bigger every single day. Our Telegram is almost at 200 members. So be sure to join the family. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be left out of the family. You feel me? So be sure to join if you haven't already. But anyways, let's get into this video. So first things first, the first card I'll be discussing is the Capital One Platinum. Yes, we all know about the Capital One Platinum card. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I think you should get this card as soon as you get a trade line popped onto your CPN score. It doesn't even matter. Like age does not matter on this card, I'm not gonna lie when it comes to your trade lines. Like you could get a shitty trade line and get approved for this card, but your credit limit is probably going to be at 300. It's going to start at like 300 if you get a shitty trade line and get approved for this card. So do what you want with that information. You know what I'm saying? If you want to build a CPN from a $300 credit card, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? You could do some crazy shit just off that. As long as you have the foundation for your CPN, you could do some crazy shit with it, and it doesn't really matter. It's just your personal preference on if you want to build it starting at a $300 credit limit after your trade line's popped on, or if you want to build it, at a higher credit limit. But Capital One Platinum, really good. Really CPN friendly. I recommend. You probably wouldn't even need docs for this, you know what I'm saying? Like the other card that I'm about to start discussing. But I recommend you get this first things first. This should be your first credit card that you get after your score pops on. This or the Venture One card. Now, the second card I'll be getting into is Discover IT specifically. Now, when it comes to Discover, these are actually really CPN friendly cards, and there's different things on it like cashback, oh, excuse me, and a couple other nice things. But when it comes to Discover, I'm not gonna lie, you need to add a bank account to your CPN. So if you have a bank account on your CPN already, you can easily just attach it to the Discover. And the other thing with the Discover, your bank account needs like transactions, it needs flow going on in it. It can't just be an empty bank account that you had open for 3 months and you're not doing shit with it. You know what I'm saying? It has to actually have movement in it. So I'll recommend if you want to go for this card, I actually recommend you open a Discover bank account, right? And then you could apply for the Discover card. You feel what I'm saying? With less problems. Because you already have the bank account. So you could just apply for the card and you'll instantly get approved because your name's already in Discover. Or you could get the Capital One Platinum card first, right? You could build the Capital One Platinum card for 2 or 3 months. And then you could apply for the Discover IT card. And basically, what this is going to do is it's going to give you a higher credit limit. So, when it comes to raising your credit limit, there's two things you could do. So, you age it for 2 to 3 months, you make your on time payments and stuff, and you could either, you know, raise the limit on the card that you're already using. So, for example, you have the Capital One Platinum and the limit's 300, but you've been only spending $30 on the card. So, you've been under 10% utilization. 3 months go by and you want a limit increase and they give you $1,000 limit. Or you could just keep doing that. You could do what I just told you, keep the utilization under 10%. And then in that 3 months after that, you could apply for the Discover IT card and it'll give you a higher credit limit, like an $1,000 credit limit. It will start you off with a $1,000 credit limit, I should say. So do what you want with that information. I'm not gonna lie. Discover IT is really good for building data points. And with the Capital One Platinum card, that's good for establishing revolving history. So the next one I'll be talking about is Avant. Avant, if you know, you know. This is actually really super CPN friendly because they do soft pulls on your CPN. They don't do a hard pull on your CPN. They do a soft one. But the only thing about this card and the next card I'm about to discuss is it's a rebuilder card, you know what I'm saying? And we all know you shouldn't really be getting rebuilder cards if your CPN is nice, you know what I'm saying? If your CPN is over 650, you shouldn't really be getting rebuilder cards as it puts you in more debt. You know, it has higher fees and shit, higher interest rates and all that shit. So this one's like a double-edged sword, you know what I'm saying? So if your credit score is low and you need some credit rebuilding and you know you can't get a credit sweep right now, then I recommend that you get the Avant card to rebuild your credit. Now, the last one I'll be discussing is Mission Lane. Now, I'm pretty sure I've discussed Mission Lane in like my worst credit cards to get with your CPN because Mission Lane is a rebuilder card, just like the Avant card. But we're talking about CPN friendly cards right now. We're not talking about the best CPN credit cards that you should get, right? This is really CPN friendly. Same thing like Avant. It's designed for rebuilding credit, so you don't even need a crazy credit score for this. And this one actually reports quickly. I'm not gonna lie. So out of all the personal cards that we discussed, this probably reports the fastest. But the limit's going to be low and it is a rebuilder card, so do what you want with that info, you know what I'm saying? Just because a card is CPN friendly does not mean it's a good card. Okay? So, let's get on to the business cards. Ooh, business cards. Now we getting somewhere. There's a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, are fucking with my LLCs and shit coming from Telegram, YouTube, all that. So, the first one I'll be discussing is the Brex business card. This is actually amazing for LLCs, especially new LLC. So if you just created an LLC, I recommend that you get this one. I'm not gonna lie. And the thing about this one, which is so fire, is you don't need a personal guarantee. It's not a personal guarantee credit card. So for anybody that's wondering what a personal guarantee is, it's basically this. Okay, so you get a credit card from the credit card company with your LLC, but if you don't pay back the debt that you acquired on this card, if you burn the CPN LLC, the credit bureaus basically have the right to attack your personal credit to get their money back by any means. Now, a personal guarantee could be really detrimental to your CPN LLC, especially if you created one as a sole proprietor and you didn't actually make an LLC and register it with the state, right? But this is CPN friendly and it's not a personal guarantee card. So I do recommend that you get this. I'm not gonna lie. You should get this first things first. You either get this first or get the Capital One Spark Classic for business because Capital One Spark Classic is also one of the easiest entry level business credit cards. And it reports to your business and your personal CPN, which is actually fucking amazing. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, the last card I will be discussing is, I'm not gonna lie, is Bill, aka Divvy. You know, Bill's the new name for Divvy. But this is a really good one because this card is based more on cash flow and the relationship than deep credit history, right? They also help build your business credit really quick, I'm not gonna lie. So I do recommend that you get the Bill credit card. This is a really good one for your business. I ain't gonna flag. The limits start off pretty nice too. I'm not gonna lie. My friend that busts my CPN cards and applies for my business LLCs and stuff. he actually tells me he starts off with around 7 to 8K on these. And I'm talking about my low, business CPNs. I'm not even talking about my high ones, you feel me? So that's actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. So I do recommend that you get this if you want some instant, you know what I'm saying? If you need something to just get like a cash flow, get something to pop on and pop onto your score, I recommend that you get this bill credit card. So when it comes to the order and the business CPNs, I'm not gonna lie, it should be this first. You need to get the Divi one first. I'm not gonna lie. This one will literally change your life, you know what I'm saying? This is why I'm telling you guys about this. You know what I'm saying? I went through all the trials and tribulations of this. So it's only right that I share my knowledge to you guys in order to help you guys establish great business and personal credit on your credit profiles. But I recommend that you get this one first, the Brex card first, and then you get the Capital One Spark Classic. I don't know why I didn't put this one up, but yes, get the Capital One Spark Classic after that, and then you could get the Divi one because the Divi one is based more on cash flow than personal credit. But the Spark one and this the Brex is more focused on personal credit. But that's all I really got for this video, guys. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, Also, I be shouting people out, when they give me great video requests. So if you have a video that you would like me to post, and share my divine knowledge on, I got you guys because I'm at the end of the day, I'm here for you guys. I'm here to spread the sauce to you guys to help you guys out and, give y'all the best products that you need to build the most bulletproof CPN that you can. So, yeah, join the Telegram channel. If you need anything with your CPN, you can DM me. I got you. And that's all I got for this video. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.